at the it goes without saying, the highest caliber of play. So just such a treat that we're going to have this here at Comicpalooza.
Yeah, they have the benefit of both of the two top players that decided to play together and the Static.
Yeah.
They get both of, or the best of both worlds, best of both worlds, rather. Sorry.
Yeah. No, I love this dynamic, too, because we have kind of two of the hometown heroes, Daveong and Pugi. All right, Houston's finest versus, Light and Cosmos, world-class players. Would love to see some magic happen, but, it's a big mountain to climb, admittedly.
Well, it's a good start there for them right away as Cosmos jumps up and hits Light out of a combo.
Yeah.
It's early miscues, but not really too big of an issue as Pugi's taking a lot of damage and an up smash almost takes the stock off of Daveong off the top.
Yeah, no, absolutely. Now, one thing I'll say, wow,
Dang.
Great back air, very good find. I was about to say, Pugi's very good at placing those, options that kills you at 40, loves searching for stuff off stage, and I think Fox is a prime target. So
Yeah,
I think we're going to see a lot of Cosmos kind of covering for Light here in this set. Otherwise, Pugi's going to be looking for those opportunities at every possible moment. You can see him just kind of sitting at the ledge. He knows.
That was great communication there from Light and Cosmos as that
Yep.
back air is going to get caught by the up air. And one thing that I'm interested to see is that Fox and Aegis are obviously very incredible characters,
Yep.
but they both require so much precision, which is sometimes harder to have in doubles. You really need to have your communication on lock, and you need to be able to maybe read some DIs or get some good coverage, where Stephen K. Rool can just get out there and hit you for it. So it's two characters that are very geared for singles versus a character that's really geared for doubles and the best character in the game. So
Absolutely. Yeah, exactly what you said, where both of these players, the exact timing and positioning of where you place your moves is very important. It's hard to find in doubles. But also, both of these players have pretty susceptible recoveries. And I wouldn't say that necessarily. I mean, King K. Rool kind of has a susceptible recovery, but at least it goes a long way. It's not like, you know what I mean? You have to be consistently edge guarded over and over again, which is hard to find in doubles. So
I was just about to say that. K. Rool takes a lot of time to edge guard, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
And Fox and Aegis aren't really going off stage to get K. Rool, so you're not taking the early stocks. And right now we're seeing the volatility very much swing in the favor of Daveong and Pugi.
Yep. Oh, and we saw another thing in this matchup where King K. Rool has the belly armor that,
Dang.
wow, the down air up air, that just had the meat onto it. But the belly armor is really going to give King K. Rool a lot of room to mess with both of these characters. Like, you just you can just put it out there. You don't have to really worry if they hit you out of it.
Yeah, I've already seen one, and I expect to see many more early stocks taken from K. Rool when they're off stage.
Yeah. And, of course, we have to say, too, King K. Rool's such a heavy character. He can stock tank. He's at 160. Yeah. I mean, still, okay, yeah, finally gets that up there, but if that's when you're consistently killing, you're asking a lot of, to get it.
Ooh, as Light's able to make his way back to stage, but Pugi had the read there. That was not a light recovery there for Light as, the grab off stage. This could be scary for Cosmos on the left side. Light's going to run over and save him. That's great teamwork.
Yeah, very good stuff. I'm kind of surprised Daveong opting to kind of sit back, build the wall, not quite deciding to scrap in that situation. Makes sense if he wants to get some mats up if he was low on mats, but it did mean that they were able to bully Pugi there for a while.
See, this static is funny because K. Rool just lives forever and Steve wants to mine anyways. So Steve can just sit behind a wall and get mats while Cosmos and Light just bully Pugi.
Yeah.
But it's like, I got diamonds now, so what are you going to do about it, you know?
Very true, very true. Oh, belly armor through the down smash. That was up.
Oh!
Wow. Okay.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, all right. It was exciting there for a second. We did get the stock, but I mean, honestly, pretty good showing. I mean, especially, again, we all know how amazing these players are, so.
Pugi 100% wanted to stand in between Light and Cosmos and down smash both of them.
That would have been crazy. Honestly,
that was what he needed.
I bet it was probably pretty close, too, honestly. Like,
I bet
it
almost worked. And that would have been awesome if he hit that, because Light was right there, you know what I mean? Light was like a roll in or a dash in away from also getting hit by that down smash.
Yeah.
And that would have been the key for Pugi to win that.
So as you can see, the vision is there. Very cerebral player, even if, is just a silly crocodile.
Yeah. The K rules tend to be. You know what I mean? They tend to be quite cerebral with the way they get their follow-ups and stuff. It's really interesting.
It's true. Yeah, looks like they're opting to run it back to PS2. Honestly, just at least as a commentator, I like seeing more PS2 in doubles because I feel like I can have a little bit more idea of what's going on. Small battlefield, there's just so much happening in such a small space. Like, both these guys, especially if you're for Steve, you just have that time to sit there and mine, build up that wall.
Right. Yeah, I feel like the gameplay on PS2 doubles is very streamlined. You know what I mean? Like, both teams can kind of set up however they want. They can set up a distance. They can set up stake on the platform. They can kind of play it in whatever zones they want to play it in. And it's fun to be able to see how teams decide to use that bigger space that they have.
It's true. I think you see more natural, like, 1-versus-1 kind of matchups in PS2 versus small battlefield. Everyone's kind of already fighting everybody.
Right,
Like,
exactly.
You don't really have much space.
Ooh, off stage.
Wow.
Cosmos almost loses an early stock, and he's going to immediately turn around and almost take one off Pugi. And this is the thing where you would think the separating into two 1v1s is going to benefit Cosmos and Light, but so far it's slightly favoring Pugi and Daveong.
Yeah, I think it's true. I wonder if how much of that is like you have to like kind of wow, that was an insane catch on that up air. That was super sick from Light. I wonder how much of that is like you have to devote a certain amount of. Whoa, my God!
Pugi with a great idea there, just sends the back air a little bit too early and then takes one off Cosmos. K-Rool is so well equipped to take quick, weird stocks off the stage in doubles, and that's what you need in doubles. You need to be so quick. And Mythra and Fox are both very fast, literally, but they don't take stocks quick. They need 1 or 2 hit setups, and you need to do that. You have to throw one character away from their teammate and hope your teammate can follow up.
Absolutely. Well, it's awesome, too, because, like, he was down there for quite a while. He went for the back air. I bet Cosmos was like, okay, he has to recover back to the stage, but he still had the time to get that down air, and he didn't have to get the strong hit. Just, like, the weak late hit was all he needed to get Cosmos out, so.
Because this is the thing, against both these characters, Mythra and Fox, you don't need strong hit edge guards. You just need one little something to take their jump. Anything that makes them jump and not go far enough is going to take a stock.
Absolutely, absolutely. Okay, I was just seeing, oh my gosh, up air. There is going to be a shield break, but it looks like, Light's going to be able to save him from that. That was almost very scary.
Yeah, that's great awareness there from Light to be able to walk up and cover the shield break, not hit Cosmos, and then save him with the jab.
Yep, absolutely. Okay, almost gets that crown up air, that reversing crown. I mean, it's harder to get in doubles. Wow.
Nice.
Gets that combo, and that's going to take Light stock. Everyone's down their last one. Can we bring it to a game 3, or is this going to be our second 2-0 of the day?
Yeah, this is going to come down to Cosmos and Light's ability to protect Cosmos' stock here, as it might be Light losing his off the side. Fox at disadvantage against Steve. Many stories have been told about it, as he gets grabbed as well, still with his back against the wall. Oh, the F smash on the Cosmos. This could be a done deal. Light's going to have to clutch out.
If the first one doesn't work, try again. Steve with those diamond tools. Oh! What?
That was hot.
That was what? That was
fresh.
Crazy. Bro, Pugi is a machine. He's a beast.
That was so cool. To be able to rip that back air that far in disadvantage. He was in the magnifying glass, but that was like the which item is that? The bumper?
Yeah.
When you just throw it off stage and it waits there for you? Pugi was a bumper right there.
That's crazy. They're playing pinball right now.
They really are.
Dude, we got a replay? Oh, okay. I was excited.
We
do have a replay. Let's go. This is awesome. The technology. That's so sick. It's sick, too, because the backer was, like, facing towards the stage.
Yeah,
I don't know. Like, that was so well placed,
They're playing volleyball. That was bump set spike. That was so fire.
Dude, that was awesome. And, bro, Daveong, he's just eating a sandwich. Like, he's not concerned. Bro just took a game off Light and Cosmo.
Hey, listen. There's a psychological phenomenon that when you're nervous but you're eating or drinking, it literally calms down your nerves.
Bro, I gotta see.
It slows your brain. It slows your immune system. You get calm. You enter a zen state.
Be honest.
You got Pugi in the SpongeBob water bottle and Daveong eating a sandwich. Look at the zen state.
Is the SpongeBob cup, is that the juice here? Is that what they needed?
That is the juice.
I think it might be, bro.
I don't know what's in that cup, but it is helping Pugi out here.
It's water. Okay,
water,
we have confirmation.
quote,
It's water. All right.
Okay. Is that water from Bikini Bottom?
True. Okay, I mean, we got a Game 3 situation. This is pretty exciting. We are switching stages here to Kalos, so even more space, which I do think will be advantageous for Light and Cosmos.
Yeah. And, you would think, but they had a lot of space in that last set. And they went into that, and I was thinking, okay, well, this is absolutely going to benefit Light and Cosmos. They need space to set up their stuff. They're so fast, they can control the space. But that's just not what wound up happening. They just got thrown off stage and lost early stocks.
That's true, but I also think the walls that Kalos has is going to allow them some different levels of recovery mix-ups that is going to make those crazy 100%. Situations happen a little bit less.
Yeah, because we did see Cosmos losing an early stock under PS2. That's just not going to be a factor.
Yeah,
Cosmos is always going to tech those. He's going to find his way to hug the wall and get back to stage.
Yeah, and I think Fox has a wall jump, question mark?
I would assume.
Yeah. Okay. Oh, wow. Great pickup. And, super early lead for Light and Cosmos. Get that first stock. But, of course, no one's ever safe here in this matchup.
I love this setup. It's so goofy. As we see Pugi trying to catch an early jump, and that dash guy just might have taken it. You never know. Returning crown. Couldn't find a connection. And now Cosmos at disadvantage. Light trying to save. And they both just separate, but Light's able to find a connection there.
Dude, Pugi's just living. I feel like every stock he's living to like 160, 170, and he's getting so much value, especially with these super armor hits.
Yeah, and Pugi living this late is both a product of K. Rool's weight, but also Cosmos and Light's lack of just fast, straight hit kill moves.
Yeah.
You know, they don't have that many. Because Fox has up smash, but it's also minus a billion.
Yeah.
So if you whiff that, you're getting punished huge. So Light doesn't want to let it rip too often.
Yeah, it's true. I feel like most of the time I've seen Pugi finally get killed is from like a raw Pyra up air, like whenever they're juggling.
Right.
But you have to really kind of like read the movement and everything like that. That's not a guarantee.
Nice.
Oh, and yeah, the super armor through the dash attack, and that's going to be Light's stock taken.
Yeah, Light's going to lose his first stock, but not before taking quite a bit of a lead here.
Yep.
High percents on both Pugi and Daveong.
Yep, certainly. And I like that. Cosmos opting to roll out and trying to be a little bit more reactive. I don't think he wants to push the issue here when he still has all 3 stocks. Might as well try and keep these.
Right.
Oh, but the raw diamond back air is going to go ahead and take that out. Everyone at 2 stocks, but yeah, this is quite a bit of percent on blue team.
Yeah, we're going to need to see some type of early stock take or explosiveness here from Daveong and Pugi. We saw a lot of it last game, but they haven't really been able to tap into it quite yet as Daveong tries to send the dash attack to save Pugi, but only winds up hurting him further as now both players on that blue team are in the corner, but Light winds up off stage and almost loses a stock about it, but a nicely placed down air from Cosmos is going to give himself a big lead in this matchup.
And that was awesome, too, because that whole situation only arose because of the awareness Light had to reflect a minecart, which put Pugi off stage, which kind of set up that whole situation. So, I mean, yeah, really, really great awareness.
That's a good little butterfly effect in Smash Bros. You know,
Yeah.
one minecart to send off stage early on just puts both Pugi and Daveong in the corner back against the wall, and they just couldn't get their way back.
Yeah, no, absolutely, absolutely. Yeah. Man, Steve's recovery, it is so hard to mess with it. Like, you try and go for the S-Smash 2 frame, but if, like, that's really, like, all you can opt for, like, that's just a good recovery, man.
It is. It very much is, and it's tough to get his way back. And not only is his recovery so good, but he's so good at blocking other recoveries. So off stage is just such a terrifying spot. As we see Pugi and Daveong just swinging for the fences, and it's whiffs all around. They're just not making anything happen.
Bro, I'm putting these hands out. I don't care who it hits, all right? I gotta
right.
see blood. Oh my God, Jesus. Oh, but the block's actually going to save him, canceling the momentum.
Wait a minute.
Okay, well, all right, all right.
I was going to say, that could have been massive. Just 2 stock takes at great timing. And we'll see what the follow-up here is, as Light and Cosmos might be going for a clip, but don't get yourself sent off stage. Both of you got to be careful, as Daveong just walking back and forth, and Light's going to be able to run up, hit the up smash to clean up the set.
Bro said, I know my win con. I know what character I'm playing.
Right. They were both just waiting for Daveong to commit to one of them so they could run up and up smash. Both characters wanted to